So we have seen about the poetic line and the explanation about the bird sanctuary. Let us see about the form of the bird sanctuary. What are all the poetic things has discussed in this poem by Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu's poem, The Bird Sanctuary, is a lyrical piece written in the conventional ballad stanza form. It consists of four quatrains. It means four stanzas, and each stanza carries four lines. So each stanza ends with end stop lines. It means each section makes complete sense. So besides, the poet speaks in this piece from a first person speakers respectively. This features alongside the musicality of the poem makes it an ideal example of a lyric. So here, Word Sanctuary is talking about the form of the poem. So next one is what is the rhythm scheme used by the Sarojini Naidu in the poem Bird Sanctuary. So as the poem is written in imitation of the ballad form, it contains the A, B, C, D rhythm scheme. It means the second and fourth lines of each stanza rhythm together. For example, in the first stanza, the words dawn and fall rhythm. This scheme is followed throughout the poem. One has to read two lines at a go in order to find how the rhythmic coins the idea. So here we are going to read the stanzas like first two lines of the each stanza. So each two lines has a connectivity. So meter here, Sarojini Naidu has used the iambic heptameter in the poem Bird Sanctuary. So the overall poem is written in iambic heptameter. So there are a total of 6 iambics and like a unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable per line. So the stressed and unstressed syllables are followed by the lines in the poem. So readers can also find a number of metrical variations across the text. These include the occasional use of anapest and spontaneous. So let's have a look at the sections of the first and the last stanzas in order to understand how the poem sounds like. So meter makes an iambic hectameter and the words which we are pronouncing is like the word like a unstressed syllable followed by the stressed syllable. It is poetic devices and figurative languages are used in the poem Bird Sanctuary. First one, it is like metaphor. The first stanza is packed with metaphors that include magic of winged chariots, festival of dawn, candled rapture, and lyric thoughts of amber. In the last stanza, Masters of the Birds is a metaphor of the Almighty, and the broken wing is a metaphor of a sad heart. And next one is alliteration. The repetition of similar sounds can be found in richly canoned red shirt that drip sea waste, water silver, tree tops, red rib, gracious garden, fostering freedom, singing space, etc. So poetic device like personification in the first stanza, Naidu personifications the birds in winged chariots, the amber, ebony, and flint are also personified as having lyric thoughts. It means they also sing at the festival of dawn. Next one is apostrophe. In the third line of the stanza, O Master of the Birds is an example of apostrophe. Here, the speaker evokes the Almighty as a master of all the birds. And next one is imaginary. Naidu makes use of visual imaginary and auditory imaginary throughout the poem.